Welcome back to Battle Cage. This is Edge Out Wednesdays. Your host, Saif, is here. And I got my partner in crime, Law Stocks, joining us in just a brief minute. You know what time it is. It's that Edge Out Wednesdays time to get our positions in, to get our feet wet, and establish our position. And let's get the show on the road. Let me bring my boy, our co-host, Law Stacks. What's up, my brother? What's going on?
What it do,
I'm
baby?
doing great. How's everything? How you been?
Everything's good. It was a okay week, nothing crazy, but
Okay. You know how we do here. Before we move forward, we gotta take a quick glance back. For me, let me just start really quick. My thing was really very fast. I basically jumped ship. I got scared. I had my knees shaking, and it was you, bro. You called me on Friday and you said your words were stylistically you don't think this is a good matchup for Luke against Muhammad because on our show we said takedown, rinse and repeat. Again, this was all you. This was all your words, and it's stuck in my brain. And I jumped ship last minute. I did a three
without
leg.
even telling me.
Dude, I was scared. Let me tell. I put 17.5 units at 10:45 p.m. It was a big play. It was a last minute. Literally, my ticket says 10:45. I put it in, and I put my head down. I didn't even care, bro. Like I was like, whatever happens, happens. And remember, the name did exactly the way you said it. Takedown, rinse and repeat, control. Takedown. I think his stand up looked good. But Muhammad did what Muhammad does, and I had a pretty good weekend because I pretty much I jumped ship last minute and I kind of saved myself. But I was like, I'm not, I kind of just did. I just threw the white flag and I said I'm just gonna go with it. But Luke was definitely a little bit more timid for my like. I don't know why he didn't unload the way he should have. But the relentless takedowns from Muhammad, which were sneaky, by the way, he got him in he was standing up with Luke, which surprised me, and then he would attack it when he needed to, and that's how he pretty much won the fight. But I got lucky. I also had Kai Barriault in a parlay. Uh,
Because I told you.
that was the guy. We were both on it. We were even though it was sketchy, right? It's
No, I wasn't. I knew he was gonna win.
yeah,
Honestly, I
but that
wasn't.
little situation at the end, the whole card was a little bit sketchy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we got that, and then obviously Muhammad was also in the parlay. That's how it started. I put Muhammad as a hedge bet, and then something at 10:45 was like, you know what, go all in, and that's what I did. And then and I had Earl Spence, the truth man. He knocks out Ugas in
Oh,
like in
boxing.
later rounds, so that was awesome. So I came off a three leg parlay. I had 8 unit profit, and I put big play 17.5 units on Bilal. So overall 34 units. I don't know how that happened. By the grace of God, I just came out like that. But that was kind of my week. What happened with you, man?
I mean, let's go to the main event. Bilal, that's what I was worried about. Like, I look, he was like, you were right. He was too timid. I didn't see that hunger from him like I usually see. I thought it was gonna come. It looked like at one point he had him, he stung him, but Bilal, it just seemed like he wanted him more, and he fought a really good fight. Listen, I give the man props, bro. He did exactly what he had to do, and he made a statement, bro. He deserves to be in the top five. Luque, we all thought of him as a dark horse in that
Yeah.
division, but now it's not looking as good for him. But I mean, Bilal is good. It's just the fans don't really like Bilal just because his style isn't appealing, but
Yeah.
he's a
Yeah.
good fighter. But he did exactly what he had to do. Luque just wasn't hungry enough. He just didn't like. I thought he could have been more aggressive at times. He was just like too laid back, too patient, too lethargic. He wasn't like as hungry as he should have been in an opportunity like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't. Honestly, I didn't go crazy. For me, I just really didn't have a lot of action on it. It was just more of like a card for me to just chill out, watch, have not really invest too heavily. So this week will be some more investing on my end. I see a lot, not a lot, but more spots that I like, and now
Me
I'm
too.
gonna attack. And yeah, last week wasn't nothing crazy for me. It wasn't like it was just like a break even type of night, pretty much, because Like I hit a few spots and then lost a few spots, but it was that type of card, you know. But so lucky for you, you had a good night. That's fire.
Yeah, like I said, it was my ticket. I have I have proof. So
Yeah, of course.
10:45 placed. It was literally right.
Anything we say on this channel, it's all backed up and receipts are there. So for anyone wondering, we if we talk it, we live it. That's how we
Literally
live
the
that.
way we said the path to victory: take down, rinse, repeat, control, take down. Again, your words, and you
Yeah.
called me on Friday, bro.
Even though we liked Luke,
We
even
did.
though
We
we
did
like
like
Luke,
Luke,
we
but
like
we
Luke,
saw
but
a
like
path. We saw a path, and remember, you called me, bro.
yeah.
After this stupid AJ McKee fight, you called
Oh man,
me,
I don't even want to talk
which
about
I don't want to get into either. You called me and you said, "Bro, I don't know what it is. I have a feeling Muhammad's gonna win." You told me this, so
it. Yeah,
it is what it is. What's done is
let's
done.
move
It's good
on.
to reflect. In either case, let's move forward. That's the name of the game. And we start with
Mhm.
the very first fight on this card, which I'm gonna have you dance with it, but let me just bring
Mhm.
it up right now for everyone to see. We got Dean Barry, who's like a
Oh,
super juice guy right this point, minus 11, over 1100, taking on this guy Mike Jackson. And again, in my
Mike
early
Jackson. I thought he was dead. Michael Jackson.
Listen, that's what it says, Mike Jackson. So we got Mike Jackson, aka the Truth. How disrespectful with that name. In any case, listen, what's going on with this fight? I don't want nothing
We
to do
could
with this
honestly,
fight.
we could
So
skip this
this
fight
is a
because like
skipper
no
for
one's
me.
gonna put money on this garbage. Like this is a Bellator prelim fight on the UFC cards. Like this is
Dude, you
exactly
said
what
it,
this
not me. This
is,
is a Bellator fight.
prelim.
Right, what is happening? But in either
I mean,
case,
Mike, just to give it a quick summary, like Mike Jackson, he fought CM Punk and Mickey Gall. He has two professional fights. He actually beat CM Punk his last fight, and got submitted by Mickey Gall in his first fight. He doesn't really have a lot of experience. He's done other sports. I think he was like a kickboxer or something like that. And yeah, Barry on the other end, like who's gonna bet on this fight? He's like minus 1100. No, come on, for a guy that's like 4-2 or whatever his record, 4-1, something like that. Like he's gonna most likely win this fight. Mike Jackson is not UFC like caliber. He shouldn't be in the UFC. Like I don't even know how this fight is even on this card, but it is, so whatever. But yeah, this should be a pass for everyone. Don't invest in this fight, please. Do not touch this fight. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got on this one.
same thing for me. If I'm doing anything with this fight, is probably taking a stab on what's his name, Barry guy, first round finish, and that's pretty much what I want to do because that's word on the block. He said that's what he wants to do is to finish this guy Mike Jackson in the first round. Otherwise, he doesn't deserve to be in MMA. So I'm gonna take a stab on that. Probably putting $10 in. And if I win, I'm buying myself a cup of coffee because I need to stay up the whole night. I swear to you, $10. That's the play. Dean, what's his name? Dean Barry.
Yeah.
Dean Barry, first round finish. And pretty much that's all I gotta say in this fight. And let's move on to the next one. The next one we got is Marcin Prachnio versus
Yeah.
Felipe Lens.
Lens, Lens.
Felipe Lens. For me personally, he has been a major letdown. Marcin Prachnio, the Polish power, 33 years old, taking on a 36-year-old Felipe Lens. I see a good path for Marcin Prachnio. He's coming off 2 wins. Khalil Roundtree, which aged very well at this point, and he won Ike Villanueva, who again a can in his own right. But what are you
Who's
gonna
on this
do?
card? He's also on this card.
Who, Ike Villanueva? Oh,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah, between you and me, I have like no action on the prelims, zero except Dean Barry right now. I'm
ten
disclosing
dollars.
$10, first round finish. If I win, I buy myself a cup of coffee so I can stay up the whole night. And if I lose, well, I deserve to lose on Dean Barry. What do you want me to say? But yeah, going back to Prachnio, I do see a path to victory here. So from my side, I think I'm gonna be. If I have to take it again, I'm probably not taking it. I'm gonna say Marcin Prachnio. The current money line probably is the same everywhere. It's around minus 120. So if you're gonna take a side, I think money line play is probably where you want to go, or maybe the over, which we'll get into a little bit later on your show. But that's pretty much it. I have no real reason to bet this fight or interest. So for me, it's either take PRACHNIO or pass, and just avoid at all costs. What you got to say about that one?
I mean, I'm actually, for me, I'm on the opposite side, but nothing heavy, nothing like, I'm not gonna play it. I'm
You
not
know I
gonna
gotta give
touch
you
it.
the face like, yo, I'm interested now. Go ahead, do speak.
But I mean, Pacquiao. Remember what I said about Baeza last week? What doesn't he have?
You said he's super chinny.
And look what happened. I mean, come on, that was like, let's not even get
Dude,
started. But
dude.
anyways, Pacquiao, same thing. Super chinny, super chinny. I mean, he is a light heavyweight. This fight's a heavyweight, though. I think no,
This is
or light heavyweight.
let
No,
me
light
see.
heavyweight.
It is
Light
a
heavyweight.
205 fight. Yes,
205 light
205
heavyweight.
light heavyweight fight.
Um,
Yes.
so no, even though he's a light heavyweight, and guys hit super hard in that division, Pacquiao is super chinny. His chin is super susceptible.
Susceptible. It's broken.
Susceptible. Yes, yes. Sorry about that
No
tongue twister.
problem.
But yeah, like Lenz is actually 0-2, I think, in so far in the UFC. But he actually fought in Bellator before. He's like he's okay. Like I don't like neither of these guys, to be honest, and I wouldn't usually invest in either. But because of the chin issue, I do lean towards the Lin side. I think he can catch him and put him out. But if it does go all three, maybe I see your side Pacquiao getting the decision. But I really could see Lynch just putting this guy Pacquiao out cold, and no strong inclination. Though. I
Right.
mean, this like
I know. That's how I feel. To be
yeah,
honest, that's the way you just expressed it. That's how I feel about this fight. So, like I said, like I don't even like I said, I don't want to bet it. Personally, I probably won't bet it at all. But if I had to, my side is kind of leaning PRACHNIO, because of just he's coming off of momentum. So Polish power, give me
I mean, he
that.
hasn't fought in a while though.
His last fight, let me see. His last fight was against Ike 9 months ago.
Oh,
Versus
I thought
one
he did.
year, 1 year and 9 months versus Philippe Lenz, who lost to Tanner Bozer via KO,
Yeah,
who's
but
also
that's
who was supposed to be on this card, by the way. But
yeah.
we'll touch that later on, if we get to. So to be honest, again, yeah, nothing crazy. I'm probably gonna skip this fight, to be all honest, and I'm not
Yeah,
gonna touch it last minute. Like I promise,
yeah,
no, probably no action. I'm gonna stay true to my word this time. So no action in this one. We can move on. I
yeah,
assume. All right, let's
yeah,
move
yeah.
on. So the next fight number 3 for us is this one might be interesting. I want to hear what you got. Aori Klang or Lang, man, taking on Cameron Elsey. From my review video that was posted really early on, I pretty much avoided all action on the prelims. So again, I'm leaning Aori a little bit. The books have him a minus 250. I don't see a minus
Yeah.
250. But I didn't take anything crazy here. I want to hear what you got to say about this one.
Yeah. 1 second. Sorry. Okay.
Not a
Yeah.
problem.
No, this fight is also another probably skipper for me. I mean, I like Quillang, but at that number, I wouldn't touch it. So
Yeah.
it's not worth it in my opinion. He should win this fight. I mean, Cameron Else is not really UFC caliber in my opinion. He does have a good jiu-jitsu game. He's good on the ground, but I don't see a way he's gonna get it there because Quillang is not no slouch either. So I just see Quillang piecing him up for the most part. But at that price tag, I really don't want to touch it. So it's
Yeah.
gonna be a big skipper for me. And yeah, a lot of these prelim fights, it's like you said, it's not really nothing that catches my eye. And I'm a big believer in going with your gut and what catches your eye at first glance, and that's what I usually go with. And not too much on this card until we get a little bit later. So it's just a pass. Why put your money on it? Why take that chance if there's other things that
Absolutely. Yeah.
you are ignoring? comfortable with,
Pretty
So
much, yeah, same thing for me. I'm like I said, I'm skipping this fight altogether. No real read. Again, unless maybe we find value in the over under or something, moving down along,
what?
maybe on your show.
Yeah,
But as of in terms of even trying to predict the fight, or even like I said, dishing out minus 250 on this guy coming off a loss, it feels something wrong, like I got this funny feeling in my stomach, and like you said, I'm gonna go with my gut, and I'll just, yeah, pretty much it. So let's move on to the next fight. The next fight we have Tyson Pedro coming back from a loss. He's on 2-L streak. His last fight was 3 years ago.
a lot of
Got
long layoffs on this card. A lot of fighters coming off of long
Yeah,
layoffs.
what is up with that? What is
Um,
up with that? But let's go back. We have Tyson Pedro coming back from a 3-year hiatus. From he's an Australian guy, 30 years old. He has somewhat of a crazy thing going right here because he's minus 500. Again,
yeah.
I know it's Ike, but minus 500 3 years ago, it's like, what are you telling me right now? And then Villanueva on the other side is coming off a knockout from Marcin PRACHNIO, who we said, and he lost to Nick Negamorano via KO, so he was knocked out twice too. If I just from this alone, like I said, I'm not betting too much, but I'm probably thinking this Pedro guy by KO and call it a day. Another $10 play for I have a $10 day play for coffee. This I need a donut, so that'll be for my donut. So that's another play for my donuts, and if I win, I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts. But that's pretty much in, dude. Really, no, I don't want to. I don't want to touch this fight. I'm not interested in this. I really don't care. I hope our fans don't get upset with us, but it's just, I'm telling you guys the truth. Why should I sit here and tell you technical breakdowns on a fight that really doesn't matter? Like, we're talking about there's a bottom of the barrel, and then there's the garbage that's left after the barrel is removed. Right. Like, I don't even want to touch it. That's my personal take. What do you got on this?
I mean, I definitely like Pedro. I mean, he's fighting Ike Villanueva. I like Ike. I give the guy credit. He has heart, but he's just not that good of a fighter. The only thing he's really good at, he got some good hands. He could hit you with something. He got some power behind those shots. But, I mean, Pedro, it's a lot of red flags. The guy hasn't fought in like 3 years, But realistically, he's a better fighter. He should get the job done. He's way better on the ground. So if this fight gets to the ground, Ike Villanueva not going to win the fight on the ground. I tell you that right now. Pedro could sub him. Pedro could ground and pound him. So that's what I truly do see happening. Maybe a first or second round stoppage. I don't see this fight going the full, but we'll cover more of that on the round line rapid fire. But yeah, I mean, not too much. I mean, no crazy. I haven't played it. I'm not, probably won't get involved. If I were to get involved, if I had to play something, I'd probably take Pedro by finish, but I think that's like minus 200. It's like you're not even getting a good number still. So it's like at that point, it's not even worth it. But yeah, it's Pedro for the pick, but
Yeah. I
it's not
actually
worth
wrote
it.
all over the screen with some arrows you'll see in the video. Just nothing but losses. All I see is nothing but losses, and they're just red flags everywhere, like you said. One coming off three years ago, also from a loss, and then the other guy has been knocked out twice, like I said.
But Pedro has for way better level of
Okay,
competition.
like I said, I don't. Honestly speaking, I don't even.
He should win. He should win.
Okay,
But it's not something worth putting your money on just because of the number. If listen, if we were getting Pedro at a plus 100 money line, then yeah, of course I'm going to tell you take Pedro because at that number it makes sense. But at minus 500, it doesn't make any sense. It's a stupid bet.
absolutely. Let's move on, please.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be moving on now. Our next fight is, let's see. Our next fight. Let me get to the next fight. Our next fight, number 5. Okay, this one might do some kind of interest. Personally, I don't. Again, I have no action. It's Dwight Grant taking on Sergey
This fight
Khandozhko.
even, I don't even know if this fight is still happening because
It's not.
Sergey, from what I last saw like a day or two ago, Sergey like something happened and he had to pull out. But like I don't know. They still have it on Topology, and they still have it
They
up.
do. This is the only reason why I'm mentioning it. You know, it's
Yeah,
I've let me refresh the
whatever. We
page.
can
It's
still
still
break it
there.
down.
We can quickly touch it. Like I said,
Yeah.
I even from the beginning, I don't mean to cut you off, bro. I really
No,
didn't
you're
want to play this card at all, like this fight at all. I was leaning Dwight Grant, and I was like, "Am I being stupid? What am I
yeah.
doing? Like, you know what I mean?"
Hard to trust him. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, what am I doing here? Then I was thinking, maybe I give this guy a chance, Sergey, but I'm like, he hasn't fought since 2019. He's coming off a loss himself, but he is the younger guy. Maybe some wrestling, he got some going on. But again,
No,
is
he's
it?
a stand-up
He's
fighter.
a stand-up fighter. Okay.
This was gonna be a good fight because they both stand-up guys, so they're gonna bang. But Grant, I give the edge just because of the price tag, underdog. But with him, you can't trust him because he's like so hesitant a lot of the time. He doesn't throw his full arsenal, but the dude has power. The dude could put you out, bro. When he fought Daniel Rodriguez, one of my favorite fighters, D-Rod, you know what I'm saying? Like he fucked. Excuse my language. He he that's how you know he really cracked him because he cracked him. He almost put D-Rod out, but somehow D-Rod got back up and then put Grant out, which was a crazy fight. If you haven't
Good
seen
fight.
that fight,
Yeah,
go
good
watch
fight.
the fight. But I mean, but then there's other fights where he just doesn't throw. He just doesn't throw, and it's like, come on. It's crazy because they just remind me. I forget who he fought. It wasn't his last fight. It was, I think, 2 fights ago. He fought someone and he just didn't throw the whole fight. And I had a ticket on him. He was in one of my parlays, right? And he just didn't throw. He didn't throw. He didn't throw. And I'm like, oh, he lost that fight. He lost that fight. And the judges still gave it to him. I was shocked. I was like, wow, Robin.
Which fight?
And
Which fight was this?
Ticket on Dwight Grant. Well, who did he fight? He fought Trinaldo his last fight. It wasn't that fight. It was the fight before that, I believe. Who did he
Let me
fight?
see. The W was Stefan Sekulic, split decision.
Yes, Sekulic. Yes. And he did not win that fight. He lost that fight. But the judges gave it to him on a split, I think. Oh my God. I couldn't
So you're
believe
saying
it.
he lost that fight?
Yeah, he lost. He didn't win that fight. I had a ticket on him, but they gave me one. The gods gave me one on that one because he lost.
Hey, listen, sometimes, you know, you got to take what they give you. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't trust Dwight Grant because he's just so hesitant to. Like sometimes he's not, and then sometimes he just is. He just doesn't make sense. It's like you never know what you're gonna get. And his opponent, I don't know too much about his opponent, so it's like a pass.
Absolutely. So let's safe to say we can go on, correct? We're going on.
Yeah, we're good.
This one, the next fight, even though I haven't pulled anything, I was waiting for the show. I was waiting to speak to you on it. We got Jourdain Wright, the Beverly Hills Ninja, taking on Marc-Andre Barriault.
Yeah, Jourdain Wright and me have the same birthday, October 7th, by the way.
Ooh, okay. That's interesting.
I actually DM'd him like, yo, we got the same birthday, bro. Like, I watch all your fights.
When, recently?
And he never answered me, bro. So if you ever watch this, Jourdain Wright, that's grimy, bro. That's grimy.
In any case, we got Jourdain Wright, the Beverly Hills Ninja, taking on Marc-Andre Barriault. Jourdain Wright is, sorry about that?
He's a late replacement.
Late replacement, yes. He, correct me if I'm wrong, Kopylov, right? Something like that? Kopylov pulled out? Or
Kopylov,
something happened. Andre is stepping up here, late replacement. Against Jourdain Wright. What can I tell you? Young guy, 30 years old, prime of his life. He's a kill or be killed kind of guy. Believe it or not, most of his wins are by KO and finishes.
Jourdain Wright has never been past the minute mark of the second round ever in his career. Never has he been past the minute mark in the second round.
That's interesting.
Every one of his fights have been finished in the first round except for 2. And the 2 that haven't were finished within the first minute of the second round.
Wow.
So he's an under 1.5 machine. But we'll get to that on the
okay.
On the
listen, that's vital information. Let's go. Let's just finish this up. He's a 30-year-old guy. Again, prime of his life. Jourdain Wright. He's taking on Marc-Andre, 32. So in terms of age, they're in their prime. They're both middleweights. This is a catch weight fight because it's last minute, which is understandable. So it's very, very understandable. Both men are coming off a loss. Jourdain Wright loss was to Bruno Silva, who's a monster. I love Bruno
And he
Silva.
actually rocked Bruno in that fight.
He
He
did.
rocked him
He
a few
did.
times.
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, like Jourdain, I respect Jordan's Wright's power and his striking. Believe it or not, people make fun of him, but he's actually not
No,
bad. Mark
he just
Andre,
defense isn't the best.
true, and Mark Andre is coming off a loss himself. He got knocked out by but my boy Chitty, believe it or not,
Which we called it. We called
right?
that. We
Which,
called
believe it
that.
or not, this was before we started recording or whatever. I remember we said we like, yo, Chitty, and then the whole week, bro, I'm at work just singing Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and came into it.
15 seconds.
That was one of my biggest plays that night. I think I put like 10 units just straight.
I had Chidi by KO at like plus 340 or something.
Wow, wow, that was a good one. That was a good one. I don't know if Chitty has a fight coming up or
Yeah,
anything,
he
but
does. I forget against who. Coming up in a few weeks, I think.
okay,
He has a
okay.
fight.
In either case, back to this fight. What do you want me to tell you? I like. It's gonna kill me to say. I love Jourdain Wright, but I don't really trust him, to be honest. I don't know what it is. I don't really trust him. Like, he's an under 1.5 machine, like you said, which could be a play, right? I don't think that line is available as of yet. We'll touch it
No, it's
tomorrow.
available.
It is available.
But we'll get to
Let's
that.
save it. Right, we'll save it. But that's where I'm probably gonna lean with you on the under 1.5, because he's just, like I said, he's a killer, big killer. He's gonna go all out. That's what he does.
He's like the Terrence McKinney of middleweight.
Wow, I didn't even think about that. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I like that comparison. Again, I really like Jourdain Wright. I just don't. I don't want to. I don't know if I trust him. I like Barriault. He came in with for me when he fought what's his name, Abu Azeltar. Abu Azeltar.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say when he fought
Dolce.
Dolce.
Yeah, he won against Dolce too, which was surprising. I don't think I had an action on that, but he came to me big time.
I had him that's when I killed it, when that was the same card when Patty and Tom Aspinall, but not the past one, the one before that.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And Jack Shore.
Okay. Personally, like I said, I want to say Jourdain Wright. I just don't really trust him. And again, I want to say Barriault, but I do want to say Barriault, actually. I really do want to say Barriault. I'm kind of on Barriault's side, but I'm not convinced. I'm not super confident. I like the under 1.5, to be honest. Or even if the line is good enough for me to parlay mine under 2.5. I see violence, man. I don't see Jourdain Wright going into the third round. Like you said, he's literally he lives in the first round, and if he gets into the second, it's either he kills immediately or he dies immediately. So that's all I gotta say in this fight. Anything you want to add, or we can just move on?
I mean, I'm actually leaning the other way, Jourdain Wright, only because like I want to know who Marc-Andre Barriault's managers are, because why the hell are you getting in the octagon again when you just got knocked out cold 2 months ago? 2 months ago. Not 6, not 8, not a year, not 2 years. 2 months ago, he got flatline KO'd. Flatline. Chidi put him out in 15 seconds. Before that, he never got knocked out ever in his career. So that's why everyone thought Chidi was going to win that fight by decision, not by knockout. I actually like the knockout also, and Chidi money line. He knocked him out in 15 seconds. First punch, out cold. Why are you fighting 2 months later? That's why I'm on Jourdain Wright. Because you don't recuperate from a knockout like that in 2 months. It's just not physically possible. It's not. So not only that, he's going to be hesitant. He's going to be scared to take that first shot because that first shot put him out the last time. And to your next fight to be against a killer like Jourdain Wright, that's a terrible, terrible matchup after getting knocked out cold like that. That's why I'm on the Jourdain Wright side. But most heavily, I will be on the underside. But we'll get more of that on the Round Line Rapid Fire tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah, 100% tomorrow. 100%.
Sorry we missed last week. A lot of things came up. Won't happen again. But tomorrow, Round 9 Rapid Fire, we will be on. Look out for that. But Jourdain Wright is the way I'm leaning. But more importantly, the under. and the fight doesn't go the distance.
Okay. I didn't want to I didn't want to touch this fight. But you look. I got goosebumps, bro. That's why I love talking to you, bro. Just got goosebumps, and you absolutely right. How I didn't even. He did, like you said, he did get knocked out by Chitty, and you coming off again in a fight last minute again. I don't know if it's the money issue or whatever. But yeah, that's not a good look because he got knocked out. You're right, and it's not good for your brain. You need at least maybe 4 or 5 months out. You know,
Six
six,
months
half a year,
minimum.
really.
Minimum. It should be
Yeah,
8 to 12.
the post-traumatic feel is there, man. You just got knocked out, you know. And as a
Like
fighter, like,
put out cold.
yeah, as a fighter, are you gonna like, you know, are you gonna
You
be
can
ready to?
recuperate that
Yeah,
2 months.
it's not even just like the, you know, obviously it's the physical damage, but
The
the
mental.
mental, you know what I'm saying? It's a big thing. So you're absolutely right. I didn't want to touch this fight, but you convinced me otherwise. So we're gonna
And
say
we're
Jordan.
getting Jourdain right at underdog money. Like, yeah, I
What
don't think.
let me can I, if you don't mind me asking, let me just
Yeah,
pull
what's the
up
line? He's an
the
underdog, no?
line as of right now. Um is that fight? Oh yeah, right here. I see the fight. It is Jordan Wright plus 140.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow,
Like, come
okay.
on,
That's a
bro.
good
He should
play.
not be
Honestly,
plus
that's
140.
a good play. Yeah,
I'm not saying put all your money
you're
on it, but
right.
that's a good play. Like, you're
One and a
getting a
half
guy
units?
who's you're getting a guy who's literally all or nothing. You know what he's gonna give you. You know he's gonna come out there in that first round and try to put it on Marc-Andre Barriault. And now on the other side, you're getting a guy who just got knocked out cold 2 months ago. So how do we know it's not gonna take one little shot to put him out cold again? Because he's not fully well. He's not fully recuperated. Like you can't come back from that in 2 months. That's just stupid. Like you're putting your career in jeopardy. And now if he gets put out cold again by a killer like Jourdain Wright, Beverly Hills Ninja, come on,
No,
that's
absolutely, absolutely.
that's just
So,
not good for
I mean,
us.
I'm getting a feeling that you really like Jordan right here. So we're
I
gonna
like him a lot, but what I would
this will be
like the
like the
most,
first pick on the screen. I'm gonna put a green box around Jordan.
but more importantly, so everyone listening understands, if you're gonna invest heavily, I'd rather get a little bit worse of a number, but invest more heavily on the under because, like, just in case, even if Wright doesn't get Barriault out, I could see Barriault getting Wright out if for whatever reason. So
Yeah.
it's like it makes more sense to me to hammer the under rather than hammer Jourdain Wright just in case. But I do like Wright as well too. Yeah.
Right, right. No, absolutely. Okay, okay. So we're gonna go with that. Um, give me a second here. Let's move on. So we're gonna go to the next fight. Our next fight is who we got? We got Parsons, right?
Oh yeah, he
Preston
got. There's already
Parsons
replacement. He's playing. He's
versus
fighting some guy. I don't
Evan
even know.
Elder, also a last minute replacement. Who was Parsons originally? Let me just
He was
check.
supposed to fight Louis Koski.
Oh,
Koski.
you're right. Okay, so we got a late replacement, Evan Elder. So it changes the
Who it
game
does?
here.
He's like 0-0. I looked. He was like 0-0. He doesn't even have a fight ever. This is like his first professional fight, I
Who,
think.
Evan?
Yeah, on ESPN he was 0-0. On,
Um, according to the
on
apology, he's 7-0. Is that amateur
oh,
record?
okay. So yeah, because I figured that doesn't make sense. How is your first fight gonna be in the
No,
UFC?
let's see. I'm gonna pull this guy up on the screen. Evan Elder, 7-0. He's 25 years old, 5'9". He has professional wins. His last fight against Marcus on Droshia, whatever that is, whoever that is, his record was 9-16. So it tells you who he's
Yeah, no.
fighting. You know what
This
I'm
fight
saying?
is a straight pass. Like
Very, very low. But would you lean what's
no,
in the
I wouldn't
no?
lean anywhere. I would
Nowhere.
tell you,
Wow.
please run away from this fight because I don't even know who the hell this elder is. First of all, and second of all, Preston Parsons is garbage. So like this is just straight dumpster fire.
Then we're not even gonna spend a minute. We're just gonna say,
I don't
uh,
want to give out false information. I only give out what I know and what I like truly believe. So I'm not just gonna speak to speak. If I'm gonna speak about a fight, it's got to make sense. This fight is literally just came about 5 minutes
okay,
ago, and I
okay.
don't even know these like elder.
Absolutely, fair enough. So if we find anything relevant to speak about or find a
We'll get
position,
to it on the rapid fire. Yeah.
absolutely. So we're gonna move on. The next fight here is oof. Finally, we're in the main. I can talk now. I can talk. Okay, finally I can talk. We got main card. We have Charles Jourdain taking on Lando Vannata. Off the bat, I gotta say this is a fire fight. I love this fight.
It's gonna be fight of the night probably.
You know what? I do sneaky agree with you. I believe that both guys are gonna give their all. They need to actually. Charles Jourdain coming off a W against Andre Ewell in a very nice finish. Like it's like everybody's talking about. It's like a Sparta kick. Like this is Sparta type of thing where he just
Well, no, he didn't finish him. It was
no,
an
I'm
end
saying that the
decision.
way the fight finished, like he
Oh
literally
yeah,
at
damn,
the
he
end,
did
the
that.
end of the fight, he like the Spartus, the movie was 300. He just kicks him and he just roars, and you can. I just saw that emotion. I don't know, maybe I like that part,
Yeah.
but Charles Jourdain, that was his like the first decision he ever got. He's usually a finisher. This guy is a finisher.
This he
Yes.
never had a decision before that.
Nope. This was his. Let me pull it up right now. He's 12-4, and out of those 12 wins, 12 wins, yeah, everything. 8 of them were KO, and 3 of them were submission, 1 decision. He is
Oh,
a yeah. That's why that's what like I kind of like that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
because a lot of his finishes in the UFC were third round finishes,
Pretty
right
much.
at the end of the
Yes.
fight.
Yes. Yeah, Charles Jourdain taking Lando Vannata. Lando Vannata is no slouch. Also coming off a win. His last win was against Mike Grundy in a very close split decision. But Mike Grundy is durable. I like him. Mike Grundy gives you the business. Again, who you gotta
He, he,
judge.
did, he didn't give what's his name? He didn't give what's that guy's name again? Who did American? He didn't give him the
No, you
business.
didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving down. In this particular fight, I know we've kind of touched on it. I think this is where we were on opposite sides almost. But I like Charles Jourdain. The youth, the fact that he just got a new contract, it's motivating for him. The fact that he came off a really good decision win for him. I think he learned, he progressed as a fighter. That's a learning. Like when you're a young killer and you coming up, and all of a sudden you being pushed to that decision. And he even acknowledged that he's feeling like that the evolution, that he's a man now. He can no longer trade lose wins, because he's literally trading, like if you look over here, lose win draw, lose win, that type of thing. So he's like, the learning curve is over. It's time to handle business. I'm gonna go with the business side, like he said. I'm gonna agree with that. I'm gonna favor Charles Jourdain here. I think he's the more hungrier fighter. If I, with the asterisk, put that little asterisk. I think he's a more hungrier fighter because he is coming off a new contract clause with the UFC, so that has to be a motivating thing for him. The fact that he's acknowledging that he's growing. That's another thing. Again, I just like him. I like him, and I'm gonna go with Charles Air Jourdain. And I like the money line. I think he opened up as a -150. He is now -140, and I'm on it. I already took it.
I mean, for me, this fight is a close fight. It's going to be a great fight. Both guys are going to bring it. They're both going to bang. They're both going to, it's probably going to be on the feet for the most part. If anyone has the advantage in the ground game or in the wrestling, I do favor Vannata. Vannata has good hands too, though. He's good on the feet, but I mean, it's going to be a close fight. Like the reason I was telling you, I do like Jourdain. I like him. He's probably will win the fight. Yes, don't get me wrong. I see it like, even though it's a close fight, I could see it like, in my opinion, it's like more 65-70% Jourdain,
Yeah.
30-35% Vannata, somewhere in that range. But I wouldn't be surprised if Vannata squeaks the win out. I could see Vannata coming out strong, winning the first round, and then it's all about, in my eyes, who's going to win that second, because I know Jourdain's probably going to win the third, and I'm pretty sure Vannata's going to win the first. So whoever wins that second, that's what I think it's going to come down to. But for me, what I like the most in this fight is the over. But we'll get to that more on the round line show. I already got some action on that as parlay piece. I'll get a little more into that tomorrow. As far as the sides, like I said, I do favor Jourdain a little bit, but I don't know. It's very close. I feel like Vannata has more value right now on the money line just because he's the underdog and you're getting a slight plus juice with him, and because it is going to be a close fight. But if you're going to take one of these guys, I would suggest probably do it by decision because I really don't. If there will be a finish, it's going to be in the third round and it's going to be late. But I feel like 8 out of 10 times, 9 out of 10 times, this fight goes to decision. So I would take the fighter by decision, get a little more juice for your buck. But yeah, that's what I see. I mean, I do favor Jourdain only because he was about to fight Taporia and took that fight on short notice. So that shows you his mentality. That shows you the dude is a savage. But Vannata, like you said, ain't no slouch either. So you know he's going to
Yeah.
also come to bang. And it's going to be a fun fight. It should be fight of the night.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
should both get the 50 Gs, what I'm going to assume after the end of the night, especially on a card like this. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I do favor Jourdain a little bit. But it's like I said, it's a close fight. I could see Vannata winning, and I won't be surprised.
Yeah, I just want to wrap up with this fight. I'm gonna say that I after watching Land of Vannata, you gotta give him respect. His hands are dynamite, and he stings people.
That's why they call him groovy.
Dude, he stings people. Like they're like zing zing, and
Yeah.
now he stings people. He doesn't really put them away, but he does sting them a lot. So, but but Charles Jourdain, he's hittable. He knows that. That's his problem.
He's durable.
But he's
very
durable, right? He is freaking durable. So as long as he remember, and I think that was the conversation. As long as he doesn't get knocked out in like
Vannata's not really a power guy.
that's what I'm saying. He's a volume guy. He's a stinger. He's good, and
unless he catches him with like a spinning something.
Yeah, did you
crazy,
see that spinning switch kick that he did? That was amazing.
He got moves.
He's good. Like Land of
That's why I
Vannata.
said don't sleep on.
No. Full respect, full disclosure. I'm gonna go right now. After rewatching tape, I think I was too harsh on Land of Vannata. So let me eat my words. I'm gonna say full respect, absolutely full respect. But I don't know. There's something in my heart that says Jourdain, like he got that that still that youth, that hunger, and he just got a new contract. Ewell was his last fight on his last contract, so
it's not a great win though. Ewell's not even in the UFC.
It's not. But still, sometimes you just need a pat on the back, and he needed that,
I just feel like Vannata has fought the tougher guys. He has the better level of competition. So that's why I say I wouldn't be surprised if he wins because he has that experience factor. Even though, like you said, Jourdain has all those intangibles. He's the young guy. He's the hungry. But Vannata's the more experienced guy. And sometimes that experience comes into play, especially in a close fight, so.
A lot of times experience. So, yeah, very close fight. I think it's a great fight. I think everybody should enjoy this fight. Money aside, I think just as an MMA fan, enjoy this fight. If you don't want to bet this fight and you want to go back to your love of MMA, this is it. This is the fight that you want to watch, in my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm going to be back in Jourdain, win or lose. I like this guy here. And yeah, that's all I gotta say about this one. I think it's safe to say.
One more thing I want to say also is this is Vannata's second fight now at 145 because he used to fight at 155.
Good point.
So the transition is going to be much easier now because it's not his first time fighting at that division no more, and he looked pretty good against Grundy at 145. So
good point.
Now he's gonna probably look even better because it's his second fight at 145.
Good point.
So.
I forgot about that. He did go down from lightweight from 155. Yeah. So second fight he should be a little bit more accustomed here. So. Yeah, great fight. Like I said, oh my God, I'm excited for this fight. Let's just put it this way. So I think 100%. Our viewers should get the gist that this is a really good fight. Forget money aside. This is just something you want to watch. If you don't want to play this,
be a banger.
Yeah, absolutely. Enjoy. Like if you don't want to take action, enjoy. We can move down. The next fight we got is Sue Muradarchi taking Manel Kape.
The one before this, we should do Chase Sherman versus Romanov because that's gonna actually be.
Wait, did they add that card? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Because Romanov is supposed to fight Tanner Bozer.
He moved up. He moved up on the.
No, that's on Tapology, but they're not right. ESPN has the right order, and it goes before Kape. That's why I'm saying it.
Sure. Just give me a second. So let's go
Yeah,
to
Sherman versus
Sherman versus Romanov. Will be the
Roman.
next fight we talk about. You said?
Yeah, yeah, and then we'll do Kape
Okay.
and
Okay. I'm
because
with
that's
you.
gonna be the order. Trust me. I looked on
Oh, that's
ESPN.
fine. That's fine. Listen, no arguments for me. I'm just going by topology or on
Yeah, no,
autopilot. So we got Romanov. He was originally supposed to take on who was he fighting again?
Tanner Boza.
Tanner Bozer. That was gonna be a good fight in my opinion. But it is what it is. It's a game we play. So we got Romanov, who was already juiced out minus 500. He's now minus 1400. The only play is probably to kill Chase Sherman here, but he's 15-0.
It's funny too, real quick. Sorry to cut you
No,
off.
no, no.
Chase Sherman actually got cut by the UFC like 4 or 5 days ago, and now Bozer had to pull out. So they were probably yo, my bad, we had to cut you, but we need you for this fill-in real quick. And now he's a fill. That's crazy, right?
Yo, Chase, sorry, man.
Yo,
You want some money? You want some money?
Well, listen, he can't complain. He thought he was done, and now he's back, so
Hey,
he gets another opportunity.
Opportunity to get smoked. Let me just finish this.
Basically,
Romanov. Listen, I'm high on
I just think
Romanov.
though
You
he's a
know,
little overhyped though.
say that again.
I just think he's a little bit overhyped though, Romanov. He's gonna win this fight. Don't get me wrong, but he's overhyped.
This is why he needed the Bozer fight to
Yeah,
establish
that was
himself.
a much better fight for him.
That,
Yeah.
you know, before he's fighting, like in my early review, I think you were able to watch that as well. Romanov, he's coming with a lot of heat, but he's taking on like the bottom tier. So he was about to be in the kind of a mid tier type of
Right
deal.
before the rankings.
Exactly.
Yeah, like right
So
before the
you know, and this is where I said we're gonna find out who Romanov is. Like, because the fight against Juan Espino was a good fight. We saw him. It was a
But he
decent
didn't
fight.
really dominate that
Listen,
fight.
but he was tested. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I kind of wanted to go with that direction to see Romanov here. But in either case, 31 years old, prime of his life. The nickname King Kong, because this man is just really the way that's how you fight, smash. Throw you down, take you down, ground and
big,
pound.
yeah.
Chase Sherman, what do you want me to say? He's coming off 3 losses.
The Vanilla
Andre
Gorilla,
Arlovski.
no?
The Vanilla Gorilla, 3 losses. Here's you have Andre Arlovski loss decision though. He's kind of durable. Parker
And he
Porter,
got
but it's
smoked
Parker
by,
Porter. And then he
smoked
got
by,
rear naked choke by Jake Collier. Bro, the one
Collier's
time,
been looking
I
nice.
backed Chase Sherman. The one freaking time. The
I
one
don't know
time.
why.
I don't know why either, bro. Anyway.
And I actually had like the over in that fight. I was pissed.
Yeah, so the one time it was nobody saw this coming. Anyway, in any case, what's done is done. Let's go back. So yeah, so he's coming off a loss against what's his name? Jake Collier. Bad luck. 32 years old, cut by the UFC, like you said. Physically, pretty good physicality, 6'4", 78, but he's not doing anything. So my final verdict is, let me just quickly glance if there's a line on a kill. Oh no, it's a last minute, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's probably no lines as of right now, so we're gonna wait for the line for the kill. Yeah, Romanov inside the distance. Kill, I don't know, submission, anything you want, double chance. He's going to kill this guy, in my opinion. I don't see this as going a distance. That's pretty much it, but I got to wait for the lines to come out. Anything you want to add that I missed?
I mean, yeah, same thing. Romanov should dominate him. He usually finishes his fights in the first or second round. I do see that happening. Listen, if Jake Collier was able to choke him out like that, I'm pretty sure Romanov will be able to do whatever he wants to him. But the line is just crazy, minus 13, whatever you said. That's crazy. Come on.
Yeah.
No one's going to... Is he going to win?
No one in the right mind touching minus 1,400. I mean, you got to be out of your mind.
It's not even adding juice to your parlay.
No,
so
for $2, you crazy. Inside the distance, like I said, Romanov kill. I don't see nothing else. That's it. Fight not going a distance. It's probably going to be juiced. But fight not going a distance minus 500 is a lot better than Romanov 1,400. You know what I'm saying? Like...
And also, come on, like the guy just got cut by the UFC a couple of days ago, and now they're calling him. It's like, come, we need you to get your ass beat. That's what it is.
Pretty much. Safe to say we understand what's going on. So moving on.
We definitely understand.
Okay, so now we can go to Sumo Derchi, right?
Yes,
All right,
yes.
Sumo
Good.
Derchi versus Manal Cap is where we, I think, on completely opposite sides. I'm on north, you're in south. I'm on west, you're in east. We're
You're
completely.
on Sue?
I am on Sue, and I have not changed my mind. I
You're
know I'm
crazy.
crazy. I'm crazy. You know what? Let me just say this. Let me just start. So Sumo Derchi versus Manel Cap. We got a Chinese fighter, 25 years old. He's on a 3-win streak. He's the dog money here, plus 140ish or so. 5'8", so 3-inch height advantage. 72-inch reach. 4-inch advantage versus Manel Cap. Manel Cap is a slight favorite here, like minus 160ish range. 28 years old, much more experienced fighter, if you ask me. Probably fought a lot better competition, way better competition, if you ask
Not
me.
even close.
Yeah, way better. Let me just say the way it is. He fought, outside of UFC around the world. Now he's in UFC already 4 fights in, so he's been really damn active within 1 year. So in 1 year since he came off, but they fed him savages, bro. Like they didn't take any they didn't even give him anything. Like instead of giving him Ode Osborne, they threw him with a killer, Andre Pantoja. Then they threw him Mateus Nicolau, who we saw, but who some people think he won that fight. I
Yeah.
rewatched that fight. I could see the argument that he won this fight, but they gave it to Mateus Nicolau. I think there was a lot of a lot of people backing Manel Cap in that second rebound fight. Then he beats Ode Osborne, but he misses weight, so kind of a little bit iffy there. And then he just knocked out Zuglas Zumagulov, who he's really not that good himself, to be honest.
Sumagulov.
Zumagulov, bro.
Weren't you on Kape in that fight? Or no, you were on Zumagulov, no?
Yeah, I was stupid about that. I'm sorry. I have a bad read. When it comes to Manel Cap, that's why I need you, okay? Save me,
Well,
throw
you're
me.
not listening to me
Listen,
though.
hey, listen. You saved me more than I can even count. So maybe you can save me here. Let me wrap it up. I do see the physical advantage for Sumo Darchi, and this guy is a sniper. I really mean it. When he commits to his punches, they land, and he doesn't land in like jab. He's there jab cross. Like he's really combination when he goes in it. So he's really with the blitz. So I like that. Manel Cap doesn't really like to get hit in the face. He
I
starts
mean, who
getting
likes to
reckless.
get hit
I
in the
know, but he
face?
loses composure. I've seen that. Manel Cap likes to be a bully. If I want to describe this guy, he's a bully. And I got a personal thing here, but money has no feelings. So save
Oh
me.
yeah. Now I remember. That's why
Yeah.
you were on Zumagulov, because you don't like Manel Cop. You're a Manel Cop hater. I forgot about that.
There you go. There, the truth comes out.
I
Um,
forgot.
I am a self-identified Manel Cap. I think he's a bully. I don't like. I don't think he's professional in his mannerisms. Again, maybe I'm too quick to judge, but really, just he kind of rubbed me the wrong way with everything. He's too flashy, too cocky for his own good. I mean, like you can be cocky, but you already got 6 losses. You need to calm down and be a little bit more straight up now. But in either case, as of right now, I got Sue in one play officially. But throw me a lifeboat and save me from
You
my
might
own
as well
disaster.
throw that money in the toilet.
Okay, go ahead. It's all yours.
I mean, I'm heavy on Manel Cop. That's actually one of my favorite plays this week. I was surprised when I saw the line. I thought he was going to be like minus 300 or worse, to be honest with you. But so when I seen like minus 160, minus 170, I was like, what? I was like, oh, for real? Is this for real? I mean, I love it. The dude is nice. Listen, I don't know why you hate on the guy. He's really good. When he was coming into the UFC, he had so much hype behind him. They really thought he was the next flyweight king, next flyweight champion. That's why his level of competition from the jump was Pantoja, Mateus Nicolau. Pantoja, top 3 flyweight. And he fought a good fight against him. Like Pantoja won that fight, but it's not like Pantoja ran away with that fight by any means. Like Manel Cop is really good. He has a lot of talent, and he's been showing that a lot. But like, it took him a little bit to get his feet wet, let's say, but now he's got his feet wet, and now he's really gonna rise. And the dude has ceiling. His ceiling is champion. Like he can be a champion. I'm not saying he will be. I'm saying he can be if he puts it all together at the right time. The dude has potential like that. He's really good. Sue is good. Listen, he's got quick hands. He's good on the feet. Manel Kape could win this fight on the feet. Manel Kape, if he wants to make this fight easy, he could win this fight on the ground very easily. Put in his wrestling singlet, take down, rinse, repeat. Take down, rinse, repeat. This fight is his so easily. If he just wants to win easily, that's what he'll do. And actually, in an interview, he said he's not stupid. He's going to put a singlet on this fight, and he's going to wrestle. And he's going to surprise a lot of people.
Interview with who? Who did he do the interview with?
I'm not sure, but I heard it.
So he wants to wrestle.
People. Yeah, he wants to wrestle. He's going to have a singlet on. He's going to wrestle. He knows that's his easy path to victory here. And I'm not worried because even if he doesn't wrestle and this fight is on the feet, he's still going to win that fight too, in my opinion. He's just better everywhere. Listen, Sue has a puncher's chance. Of course, you never know. He can clip him. He can catch him. He can put him out. But I just don't see that happening. I don't see that happening at all. I see Manel Kape winning a 30-27 unanimous decision. All three judges' scorecards. And that's what I see. I mean, I could see him even putting him out, but I see more a decision.
Decision.
If money line, take him, throw him in your parlays, whatever you want, straight, hammer. If he was at a better line, if it wasn't like minus 170 or minus 160, well, I think it went up now to like minus 190.
Correction. Yeah, I was gonna say he's no longer.
Well, I caught it at minus 160. I already have him in a bunch.
Yeah, he's no longer. He's no longer a minus 165. Guess what he is right now?
Money's coming in. Yeah, money's coming.
Guess what he is?
Minus 190. Yeah, I saw.
Minus 200 on BetMGM right now.
Yeah, depending on the book.
Minus 200. So money has been coming in on Kape. So perhaps you're saving me
and
here.
It's going to keep coming in. Yeah. So get it now because by Saturday, he's probably going to be like minus 300. I promise you. Minus 250, minus 300. Because he is the guy. He's going to win this fight. He has a high ceiling. And Sue hasn't fought anyone close to Manel Kape in his career. He's beat a bunch of nobodies. This ain't no Malcolm Gordon. Like, this is Manel Kape. This is a big, big step up in competition for Sue. And Manel's used to fighting killers. He literally fought Alexander Pantoja, and they went to decision. Pantoja won, but it wasn't like a runaway. Like, you know, he had a lot of moments in that fight. And if he can do that against Pantoja, come on. What is he going to do to Sue?
Okay, you convinced me. Playing a parlay on Manel Kape, even though I hate this guy.
He's going to win.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him. I know I'm stupid. I should have taken him a little bit earlier. But it's okay. Minus 200 with my parlay. I'm gonna take it, and I'll call it a day. I guess it's good. It's fair to say that we're kind of we kind of concluded this fight, right? We can move forward.
Yeah.
All right. We're good. Moving forward here, we're gonna go to bear with me. Let's go to the next fight. The next fight here, another fight that we disagree. I like the fact that we disagree. Believe it or not, I like when we disagree. It actually gives us more to talk about than if I'm just nodding my head and agreeing with you all the whole time. Okay, the next fight is Macy, the future Barber, taking on Montella de la Rosa.
The past Barber.
Say that again.
I said Macy, the past Barber, not the future.
Bro, stop cutting her. Anyway, let me finish. You're gonna have your chance. Macy, the future, 9-2, coming off a very controversial win in her last fight. Arguably, she lost that fight. I will go on camera right now. She lost that fight, but guess what? Your boy had a ticket on her, and I was on the right side of the robbery, and I will be happy. I believe she needed that fight, if you ask me, to get a little bit of like a little pat on the butt, you know, like, hey, you got this girl, little encouragement. She's 23 years old. She's on the verge of being 24. As you can see, she's 24 in 11 months. So her birthday's coming up. So I think all that young recklessness kind of went out of her in her last fights. And now she's taking Montella de la Rosa, 12-6. That's a flip a coin type of girl for me. 27 years old, coming off a win against Ariane Lipski, and Ariane Lipski is not that good. So my verdict here, when I looked at this fight, right, I I said, which one has more value in growth and potential? And to me, I will never pick Montello De La Rosa because she's already 27 years old, and she has
Oh,
12.
you act like you're talking like she's 47.
No,
Like
I'm
that.
not saying anything, but like in terms of, I don't see a bigger potential for her. At this point. She's 12-6. She kind of established herself.
Record
Like,
doesn't always mean everything, bro.
who? I'm. You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm not. Yeah, you're right. Because you're right. Okay,
Women's MMA, come on,
women's
bro.
MMA. You're right. But still, I don't know. There's something about her. She's okay, but she's just bad enough to lose this fight. You understand what I'm saying? She's just bad enough to lose this fight. And I may see her biggest flaw. I'm gonna go on record here. She doesn't let her hands go early. So I'm hoping her coaches told her that. I'm hoping she realized that because she lost the fight to who did she fight? She fought
Miranda Maverick.
what's her
Miranda
name?
Maverick.
Alexa Grasso. She lost prior
Oh,
to that.
Grasso's my girl.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So she lost to Alexa Grasso, and again, she put it on Grasso in the third round. She was able to control her
That's the
pretty.
only round she ever fights good, though. Third
Again,
round.
that's what I'm saying. So I'm hoping her coaches drilled it in this fight. I think she's gonna come out really fast this fight. Like this is her rebound fight. She got a little pat on the butt. She's about to be 24 years old. Her birthday's coming up. It's time to party. Macy, the future Barber. I grabbed her at minus 165. She is now. I don't want to lie to you. She's now a little bit juiced. She's minus 200. Same thing with Cap. She's going in that trajectory.
But
Don't be surprised if she's gonna be minus 230, 240 come to the fight. I mean, just don't be surprised. And you're gonna be like, what are people thinking? But I've watched several breakdown videos because I'm a fan myself, and a lot of people picking Macy. Now they're not confident. Like I'm not super confident, but 60-40 split for me. I'll take Macy.
so why put your money on her?
Cause I'm
It's better.
taking the future, baby. Let's go.
She's not the future, though.
It's all yours. The
That's
mic
a
is yours.
false advertisement, her nickname, because she is not the future.
That's her
Listen,
nickname.
honestly, I'm not a Macy Barber hater. She's good. She got potential. She was supposed to be really good when she came to UFC. Like everyone thought, like, oh, she's gonna be like a beast. This, and she has the potential. She's still really young. Like she still has so much time to grow. She still has so much time to expand her game and make adjustments and get better in other areas. But I mean, this fight is very binary. It's if De La Rosa is able
23
to,
years old, very young. Okay, don't go
if
harsh.
if De La Rosa is able to get this fight to the ground, she is gonna slam and just demolish Barber. If Barber could keep this on the feet, then it's her fight. So it all depends where the fight takes place. De La Rosa is good on the ground. She's not really good standing up. She's not really good on the feet. She doesn't really have the best hands. Barber, on the contrary, has good hands. She's good on the feet, but she's not really a ground fighter. She doesn't really like, but she does have pretty decent takedown defense, not for nothing. I'll give her that. But like at this line, it doesn't make sense to me. Macy Barber is not a minus 200 against Montana De La Rosa, in my opinion. This fight is way closer than that. So if I had to pick, I'm gonna take De La Rosa at plus 160 or whatever she is, because she shouldn't be plus 160. This fight should be like Macy Barber should be like minus 130, minus 140 the most, 150 the absolute most.
Plus 160
You
right
know,
now. Yeah.
she shouldn't be higher than that because like she hasn't really shown us nothing special to be considered to be a favorite like that. And De La Rosa is good. She trains with Tisha Torres, Raquel Pennington, Rocky, our girls.
I
They're
mentioned that
actually
in my video. Yeah.
do you know that Tisha Torres and Raquel Pennington are in a relationship? They're both
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I like De La Rosa just because of the price. Barber should win this fight. She should show us that potential that she is the future. But the reason why I say she's not the future is because she hasn't shown us nothing. Like Miranda Maverick was putting it on her. I don't know how the hell the judges could have saw that Barber won that fight. That made no sense. And it made no sense to me. She might have won the third, but that's it. She did
Yeah.
nothing the whole first round. She did nothing the whole second round. third round, that's when the fight started for her. Like, how can you trust a fighter that does that? You can't. You can't. If I'm gonna back someone, even if it's, yeah, they might not win, but if I know they're gonna give it their all, if they're gonna go in there and give me everything they got, and they're gonna fight for my dollar, no matter what, I'm okay with that, even if they lose. But if they don't, if they go and they do nothing and they're just standing there the whole time, I can't be confident in that.
Yeah.
That's what I was harping on to you.
Yeah.
How could you trust her? Not like, oh, she's gonna lose for sure. No, she's probably gonna win, but
Yeah.
I just can't trust her. And that's why I like De La Rosa at the plus money.
So you like De La Rosa. So what I'm gonna do is on the screen, I'm gonna put a green box. Hold on a second. I'm gonna just bear with me. So I'm gonna put a green box indicating that that's your pick. Okay, that's your pick. So you like Montello De La Rosa, and I'm gonna put an arrow where I think it should be going, and that's for Maycee Barber. Okay, I see a big arrow for Maycee Barber because that's where kind of I see the trajectory going. But you're right. This is a good fight for both girls. I'm not gonna disrespect Montello De La Rosa completely here. But again, I looked at the overall stock, right? Like I like to approach my fighters like I would evaluate a stock, and it's the wrong way to think about it like this. They're human beings, but you know the potential of growth is a lot higher for Maycee Barber because she has much more finer tools. Like you mentioned, Montello De La Rosa. If Maycee goes out there and she lets her hands go, she's gonna get violated. I'm just being honest, and she has good enough takedown defense. And in fact, she's the one.
That's a lot of ifs. I can't put my money on.
You're right.
Ifs.
You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. I'm not gonna tell any of my viewers to go out there and confidently play Maycee Barber. Play this with an asterisk, and only play this if you're a believer like me. So if you're on the same side, like, oh, yeah, I see a potential, and she should win this fight, and I think Montello De La Rosa is just corny, and she's not gonna give me anything like special.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, bro, that's how I feel. I'm just gonna be honest.
I mean, she's not that bad.
She's not bad, but she's not good.
But neither is Barber.
Barber is, but that's the thing with Barber. I feel like she can be
You're
good.
Simping, bro. You're simping. Stop simping, bro. Just because you think she's hotter, so
I think she's hotter.
That's not how you win money, bro.
You're right. Oh, but nah, I like Maycee though. I'm still. I think even after I don't put it this way. I'm playing Maycee and I'm not hedging this play. Let's put it this way.
I don't know why you.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Maycee, not hedging this bet. You like Montello De La Rosa?
I haven't put money on her, and
okay. Again,
I'm gonna pick her just because of the price. I don't think it makes sense. Value wise, she's the play.
I think we spent more than enough time on this fight. I think the viewers should have got a gist where we're at. Let's move on. The next fight we're gonna look at is
main event.
You're gonna give me shit for that one. We got Clay the Carpenter Guida taking on Claudio Puelles here. You got the ever young Clay Guida coming in at the 40-year mark right now. Light heavyweight, 155. He's 5'7". I'm sorry, lightweight. Oh, I'm sorry. Lightweight. I apologize. Lightweight, 155. Apologize. 155, coming from a really good gym, Elevation Fight Team. This is fight number 59. This is, so he's 37-21, fight number 59 for this man. So the experience is stupendous. He's taking on a very, very young guy, 26-year-old, nicknamed El Nino, Claudio Puelles here from Lima, Peru. This is a even fight. Funny thing, they started off, Clay Guida came in minus 140, Puelles was plus 115, and then the line kind of went to pick him. And now it looks like Clay Guida is slightly like minus 120 to minus 110. It is a pick 'em fight. I'm going to say Thank you, the Carpenter. You've done enough, but it's the new generation time. It's a fade on me. I'm gonna go with Claudio Puelles. You wholeheartedly disagree, and I want to hear you. Go ahead.
I mean, you made the same mistake. His last fight, not Claudio, Clay Guida, the
Yeah.
Carpenter, my guy, was fighting, what was his
Leonardo Santos.
Leonardo Santos. And we were in Jersey, we were in FanDuel, and you were like, yo, I love Santos. And I'm like, don't do it. Do not do it. Don't fade the Carpenter. It's going to bite you in your butt.
Yeah, yeah.
What happened? It bit you in your butt. And
Yeah.
then what you said, I should have listened to you. Now you listen. Clay Guida, the Carpenter, is winning this fight.
Wow.
That 59 fights, you said it yourself. This is going to be his 59th fight. My man has been there, done that. There ain't nothing Claudio's going to throw at him that he done already seen.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Yeah, yeah.
This dude is still doing it. Look at Jim Miller. He's been beasting.
Yeah.
Guida, another guy like that, been around for a minute. But he's still fighting good. He might be older now, but he's smarter now. Just because he doesn't have the same skills and doesn't have the same athleticism and is a little older in age, he makes up for all those things with this, with his brain, with his smarts, with his experience, with his, with the little things. And that's why he's going to win this fight. Claudio's going to look good in the beginning. He's going to start off fresh. He's going to be looking good. But Guida's going to fight that off, get him tired, and his cardio is insane.
Cardio checks off, 100%.
Cardio for days, bro.
This man doesn't stop moving.
It's like a marathon to him, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyways, at that price, I'm going to take Guida. I'm going to take the guy who's been there, who's done
Straight
that.
or parlay?
Straight is good. I'm going to do both. But straight, parlay, but bro, come on.
No, you're right. You're right. Good.
I'm going to take the guy who's done it way more times, who's proved it way more times, who's fought way more times. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Puelles is all right, but like he had a problem with Gritishmacher's last fight. Me and you were on him on that fight.
Yeah. We were on Puelles. I told you play Puelles. I told you. Yeah.
And I hopped on with you.
Yeah. I said, listen, this fight is all Puelles. Take that. Yeah.
I know. I remember.
Yeah.
But like Gritishmacher.
Grootsmacher.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Like, he's not that good.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, he's okay.
Yeah.
And he was having trouble with Gritishmacher.
He won.
But like, if he was having trouble with him, what do you think he's not gonna have trouble with the Carpenter?
No, 100%. You're 100%.
You know what I mean? But I see this fight stretching out. I see Puelles starting off good. Look at Guida against Santos. Santos was putting it on him in the first round of that fight, right?
100%.
Guida, it wasn't looking good for Guida in the first round. Like, you were getting hyped, thinking like, oh, I got this. I'm going to catch this ticket. And then what happened? Second round started. Santos was done. All done. Tired out. And Guida took advantage. And that experience came into play. And he got the dub. And that's what he's going to do again
100%.
Because Puelles is still young in the game. He hasn't – his ears are still like, like they're not –
They're not broken. They're intact.
Yeah,
you're right. But it's good. We're on the opposite sides here. After this conversation, I didn't want to hedge, but I'm gonna go on record. For my viewers, guys, I'm hedging this fight because Law Stack says I have to, and I did. I'm gonna be honest. I told you, we're in the trenches. We're in the battle. We're in FanDuel. We're on ground, on site. So. Yes, I remember telling him, bro, I've disrespected quickly. I remember my words. And you know what? I have an official play on Puelles in a two-legger. I've already locked that in, 2 units. But I'm going to be hedging myself out just a little bit, probably about 45 to 50% out of that bet. With Clay Guida in like a 3-leg or 4-leg parlay. So if that wins, I actually...
but also,
yes,
we'll get to a little bit more on the rapid line. That's why I didn't want to touch on it. But there's other ways of attacking this fight that really make sense. Like I said, this fight is going to stretch out. I see it being a
Going later,
decision.
right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, unless you never know. Guida could take him out.
Submission,
Like,
bro. So somebody's gonna submit. Who never? That's always live with these two guys. You know what I'm saying? They're both
but I
submission
see it
capable.
stretching out. I see it
Yeah.
like being a stand up fight because whenever two grapplers fight each other, it usually ends up being a stand up fight
Yeah.
because like they're good
So
grapplers.
I think we've said everything. We covered everything. Clay Guida has cardio for days. He has submission. He has experience to the wazoo. Obviously the youth is for Claudio Puelles. He's fast. He has really good kicks to the body. His submission is very sneaky, if you ask me. But Clay Guida, he's not gonna see, like you say, he's not gonna see anything that he hasn't seen before. So that's something to keep in the
The
back of your
only
mind. Yes.
the only thing that worries me, the one thing I would say that worries me about Puelos is like about Guida is that like when he like sometimes he'll leave his head available for guillotines and like chokes,
Who,
when he
Guida?
wrestles. Yeah, when he
Yeah.
wrestles.
Yeah.
So that's like one thing that worried me a little, but he's so experienced, like, and it's like he hasn't got subbed in a minute already. Like that was a problem earlier in his career. Like he's patched that problem up. Like that's not an issue no more. And the dude is just like I I know what I'm gonna get from him. He's gonna give it everything he got. That dude is a tank. Like he's ready for war always. He always gives it his everything he has in him, and that's what I want to put my money on. Someone like that. Puelles, you never know. He could have quit in him. Guida, I know he don't have no quit in him ever. So I'd rather go with a guy that I know is like that. So
Okay, I think that wraps up the co-main event. It's fair to say that we're going forward.
yeah,
All right. All right, guys, we made it. We're in the main event now. We have Amanda Lemos taking on Jessica Andrade. We have Amanda Lemos coming in here 11-1, slight underdog around plus 150. Brazilian, 34 on the verge of being 35, 5'4", 65-inch reach. She's taking on the former strawweight champion Jessica Andrade. She is 22-9, minus 170-ish to minus 180 to 200 range right now. No, actually, still minus 175. I apologize. Still around minus 175 range. 30 years old. She's a little bit smaller. 5'1", 62 reach. Gonna tell you right now, without jerking anybody's chain, I'm leaning pretty well on Jessica Andrade here for a couple of reasons. Jessica Andrade has been there with everyone, you name it, with all the girls in 3 different divisions. She's been on the bantamweight level, she's been on the flyweight level, she's been in the at the strawweight level. She's even been a champion. Now, you could put a little asterisk. Okay, you can say, well, that win was like maybe a lucky win against Thug Rose because she picked her up. You could say that because if Thug Rose lets her hands go and she doesn't hold
she
on
was
to,
a bantamweight. I don't think she was a bantamweight.
she fought Raquel Pennington at 135
Oh,
in her debut or something like that. Believe it or not, she fought Rocky at 135. You can look down the history, which is surprising to me. Still mind blowing. And Rocky's a big girl, man. You know what I'm saying? So for Jessica Andrade to fight, and believe it or not, she came in. Look, I don't want to lie to you. Let me just quickly take a look. Where is it? Raquel Pennington. They fought twice actually. The first time they fought was it was her. Hold on a second. No, she's been there for okay. It was her 3rd fight or something. Yeah, 3rd fight in the UFC. It was in 2014. If you can, wow, that's crazy, right? 2014 they fought first time. She won via split. That fight was at bantamweight. Because at 2014 that was like the beginning of a women's MMA era in UFC, and they didn't have strawweights or they had bantamweights. It was all Ronda Rousey, right? So yeah, it makes sense. So she fought Rocky. Rocky was a bigger girl. She did beat Rocky, which is obviously 2014. Rocky was still young, 25 years old. But then Rocky, they ran it back. Rocky won. She moved down. That's what caused her to move down to flyweight. She was a flyweight for a bit, and then she moved down to strawweight. What can I tell you about Jessica Andrade? 30 years old, massive experience. Like I said, been there with everybody. Her power is real. She's actually knocking girls out. And this is not a shade against Amanda Lemos. Amanda Lemos is also knocking girls out and finishing them. So this is a good fight. This is a fantastic fight. At first you're like, oh, why is this a main event? Well, Jessica Andrade is a former strawweight champion. Come on, guys. And she's a former contender at the flyweight. She fought Valentina Shevchenko. Again, Valentina Shevchenko does, but the fact that this girl even got a chance, it's just facts are facts. And but she also, don't forget, she took out Caitlin Kokagian, who was number 2 at flyweight. So say what you want against Caitlin Kokagian, but she's a pretty decent striker.
Kokagian.
I don't care. I call her Kokagian, okay? She drinks the coke. Chokagian. You like Chokagian? Well, it'll be Chokagian. Anyway, Caitlin Chokagian, who was like a plus 1,000 against Valentina. Again, Valentina does what Valentina does. What can I say? I like Jessica Andrade's side, but huge asterisk. Lemos got the skills. She got the striking. She got the wrestling. She got the submission. She got the cardio. And she's not looking like a 35-year-old female fighter out there. Not by any means of imagination. But she scared me with the fight against Angela Hill, and Angela Hill gave her the business. And again,
I think Angela Hill won that fight.
That's what I was gonna say. You can see there's some argument that Angie even actually. I feel like Angie was robbed twice in her splits. You know what I'm saying? Like back to back. So I think there's like a conspiracy against Angela Hill. But in any case, that fight kind of got me worried, because if this is a 5-round fight. Jessica Andrade, she has the pedigree to go to 5 rounds. She's a former champion. She's at high level. So if this is going to 3rd round and Lemos is gassing out at a point, Jessica Andrade still has that power in the later rounds, and she can still knock you out, and she can still do damage and put blood on your face and have the judges declare you as a winner. I like Andrade. I do see a path of victory for Lemos, because she can keep the distance, and if she prevents the bullying aspect, prevents the control. If she can neutralize the aggression that Jessica Andrade comes in, and Jessica Andrade comes in with massive aggression. She just literally like a little baby Vanderlei Silva. If you remember Vanderlei Silva, he just very tense up top, loose at the bottom, and just comes in brawling, just straight in your face. So. That's what she reminds me a little baby Vanderlei Silva. Big back on her. She's only 5'1", but her muscles are twice the size of mine, which makes me want to go harder in the gym, to be honest. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. She has the power. She has the experience. I believe she's durable. I don't think she's gonna get knocked out like right away. And if it's going to the round 3, round 4, should it get there, I got to give the bigger side advantage to Jessica Andrade based on the overall package and from a little bit of sketchy performance from Amanda Lemos against Angela Hill. That's my read. I have an official play on Jessica Andrade. I pulled her with Macy Barber, 2-leg parlay already. I know I'm going to maybe lick my chops, but that's my play. It's one of my most confident plays of for the night. Yeah, believe it or not, 3-unit play. I'll disclose it right now. Jessica Andrade, Macy Barber parlay. Let's get it. What you got?
That's the sim parlay. I mean, I love Andrade in this fight. She's a savage, like you said. I mean, you touched a lot of good points. She's the more experienced fighter. She's fought the killers. She's fought Valentina. She lost to her, but whatever. Who doesn't lose to Valentina except for Amanda Nunes?
Yeah.
I think Valentina will beat her now.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And if they fought at 125,
Oh yeah, I mean that's for sure.
Because she always had the advantage. Nunes.
Yeah, Nunes is the bigger girl naturally. Yep, you're right.
Yeah. But anyways, Yeah, I just feel like Lemos is first round or bust. Like if she's gonna win this fight, I think it's gonna be a first round knockout because she does have crazy power for a female, for a woman. Like you don't see that type of power, but Andrade also has power. Like you know what I mean? So I feel like they're very
7 wins.
similar.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. 7 wins via knockout for Amanda Lemos. 2 submission, 2 decisions for. So yeah, knockout power is absolutely there. Like I said.
And Andrade also has knockouts.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull up her profile for you. Do you want to? Do you want to know?
Yeah, of course.
Out of 22 wins, Jessica Andrade comes in with an overall record of 9 KOs, 7 submissions, and 6 decisions. So very well-rounded fighter, but the
That's what I'm
knockout is there.
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
knockout
she
is there.
has power. She has good wrestling. Like she slams. She does good slams. Like the way she won against Rose Namajunas. You know what I mean? She's fought like the best females that have been around. You know, and Lemos hasn't. Lemos's hardest fight was Angela Hill.
Right,
So she
right.
has no experience in these situations. She's never even fought in a 5 round fight. This is her first 5 round fight. So Andrade has been there, done that. Just like with Guida, same
Yeah,
concept. You know what
yeah,
I mean? She's been there, done that. The things Lemos has, Andrade has them too.
yeah.
So
And
it's
she's
not
only
like
30 years
Lemos,
old.
yeah, and it's not like she's like in her prime age, you know. So it's not like and Lemos is actually way older.
Yeah,
You would
she's.
think
That's what I'm saying. Lemos is 30 or 35 almost, and Jessica Andrade, even though she's been there, done that, she's only 30, man.
so. Like, come on, you know what I mean? Like the proof is all in the pudding. It's
Bro,
all
the
in
girl fought Raquel Pennington when she was 23 years old. Come on, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
the
No.
the competition. Like,
And we're getting a decent number. She's like on DraftKings, she was like minus 190. I seen earlier. I'll
okay,
still take that. Like
yeah,
that's throw her in your parlays, play her straight. Honestly, and I just the one thing I'm confused about that I don't know yet is whether or not she's gonna win by finish or a decision.
yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah,
still
yeah. That's what I'm
waiting
thinking.
for.
That's what I'm thinking. I think I'm not gonna disrespect Lemos. I think she's durable. Okay, I'm gonna go on record. I think she's durable. I
But
don't see
five
an.
rounds is a lot.
That's what I'm saying. I've never seen Lemos in later rounds, and she looked terrible against Angie in the 3rd round. You know what I'm
I could
saying?
see Andrade put has Lemos ever Lemos was KO'd before too.
Her only loss.
She was KO'd before
Her only loss. Let me see.
in the
Her
UFC.
UFC. Her
Her
only
first
loss.
fight, I
Leslie
think.
Smith. You're right. Standing elbows in round 2. At the end of round 2, yes, like midway to round 2. So she was,
Yeah.
yeah, she was finished. You're right.
So I'm leaning more towards Andrade by finish, getting a better number too. Maybe plus money.
I this is how I see this fight, right? I see the fight going this way. For the most part, I see it's like this. They're gonna start. They're gonna women's MMA. Um,
They're gonna be on the feet,
they're gonna be
banging,
on the feed mostly. I'm thinking if
throwing shots at them,
shots
going.
because Andrade's game is not to
They're
take you
both
down.
like firecrackers.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
they're
That's
both like,
that's what I'm saying. It's a good fight. I see them, brawling it out,
and
and
then Lemos is gonna tire out.
the only thing, is if, like I said, if Lemos can keep the distance, right? If she can keep the distance patiently without gassing out, there's a path to victory for her. There's a path, small, but there's a path.
But that's hard to do against Andrade
I
because
know.
she's a fighter.
I know. I'm with you. But if Jessica Andrade is the one who's pushing the tempo, and
She always does.
she always does. You're right, and she can control the narrative of the fight. She should win either a unanimous decision or get a late round finish, like in the later fights. You know,
Well, not even. I could even see her early.
early. Wow. Okay. Wow.
Surprised. She's savage, bro.
Yeah, she is. I'm not.
She goes for that kill. It's not like she like that's what I like about her too. It's not like she just stays back and waits for
Yeah,
the
and she has
moment.
power,
She
man.
yeah, she's a killer. Like she has that mentality. Like she's
Yeah.
gonna come and get it. You
Yeah.
know, like that's what I like too. But do it smart. You
Yeah.
know, like avoid
I think Jessica Andrade is the right play. I think it's the smart play considering all the factors. I mean, all the directions are leading Jessica Andrade. I would be very very shocked if she loses the fight, to be quite honest with you, because I think this is her another attempt. Again, she's only 30 years old. This is her second run at the title, and there's not that many girls.
Strawweight. She went back down to 115.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm
That's the
saying.
only thing that's against her, I think, in this fight.
Is the weight cut?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how she's gonna look at the. Obviously, you want to take a look. We're 2 days away from the weigh-ins, so for you guys who like to play after the weigh-ins, sometimes I have my certain bets that I literally hold until the weigh-in because I definitely want to check them out. So, obviously, if you're leaning Andrade but you have that worry, wait until the weigh-ins. Factor that in, see how the face-offs look, factor that in, listen to the interviews. I also take that in consideration. But I'm on record. I already disclosed the 3-unit play, Andrade and Macy. Hopefully it pops off. That's my biggest play. It's probably the only biggest plays I got. Everything else is just like fun plays,
For me, I also have Andrade already in parlays with Kape and overs.
Yeah.
We'll get to the overs.
The only thing that I'm probably gonna do, and I'm gonna disclose it to you, I'm gonna take Lemos and Tyson Fury, and probably
I have Fury also.
Yeah, Tyson Fury for this for Saturday. Yeah. So I think he's gonna knock out Dylan White. To be honest, I don't think.
I just threw him money line.
Money line, yeah. It's like minus 650 right now. I like the
like minus 500.
Tyson.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw him as high as minus 650. So yeah, throw Amanda with like super definite. I'm sorry.
No.
Amanda Lemos as a hedge.
Andrade.
No, Amanda as a hedge. Throw her as a hedge if you want to.
Like KO, you should throw.
Okay, you could do that. But she's giving you plus money.
I don't see her winning a decision.
You never know, man. You never know. Come on, it's MMA. Let's go on record. But I think this is everything else. I think we touched on a lot of things. Is there anything you want to add? Any last minute things? The floor is yours, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
I mean, we covered most of it. Where we're gonna tomorrow we're gonna do the round line rapid fire. I know a lot of people want to see it. Sorry.
Backed by popular demand, bro. I got my phone going off. I got comments going off. I got DMs going off. Give me the round. He's like, I don't care who wins. Give me the round. I won the round. So that's happening tomorrow for sure. Stay tuned. I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, you're good, my brother. We Gucci, man. Let's get this money. Let's keep it coming. I got other stuff, other sports also. Got basketball, NBA playoffs right now popping off. MLB, been killing those too for anyone interested. But let's get it. Let's keep getting this bread. Let's keep racking. Tomorrow, round line rapid fire. Tune in. Like the video right now. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. We're gonna keep running it up. We're gonna keep getting bigger and bigger. Vegas, July 2nd, International Fight Week.
Straight up. It's going to be crazy. By the way, guys, we are going to go to International Fight Week, so we're going to have some content for you coming. Fire, stick with us. We're gonna give you guys some good content. I have a new upgrade on the audio. I know somebody gave me a comment, so I'm coming with an upgrade on my audio. I've been playing with the Stream Deck here in the studio, so we're growing, okay? Stick with us. I'm telling you, this is a long-term investment. You're going to get a lot of value, as you already see. We're giving you guys a good perspective from real cappers who are in the trenches. Like, we have receipts from FanDuel. We go there, okay? We've been there. We've been to the dark places. So we come with a lot of experience. Give us a like. I know this video went longer than most of our videos, but I kind of wanted to be patient here and give as much information as possible. Timestamps are in the description, so feel free to tag along, like, sub, and subscribe. Make sure you share, tell everybody. So let's grow this channel. We're at 70 people already. That's amazing. We started with like 5 and went to 40. Now we're at 70. The goal is 100 really fast. Let's get to 100, then 500, then 1,000, then sky's the limit. So stick with us. More content coming through. Tomorrow we got our boy Law Stacks dropping the round line rapid fire, backed by popular demand. Stay tuned. It's gonna be his show. I'm gonna be on cruise control. Less of my mouth going, more of that, because that's where I make all my round picks is from this guy. So that's it for me. Until tomorrow, Stacks.
Yes, sir.
All right, everybody, stay blessed until tomorrow, and we are out.
Later.